Welcome to Season 1, Episode 12 of The Orange Juice, the podcast all about Orange, New South Wales, where we explore the people, the events and the stories of our great town. Today, I've got a man that I've been looking forward to interviewing and chatting to, a dear friend of mine. That's not why he's on the podcast. Bit of a tech expert, a dad, a musician, recently a granddad, Mr. Will Ferguson. Welcome.
G'day, Kyle. It's an honour to be here. Thanks.
Look, I don't know about an honour, but it should be fun.
I hope I don't make too much mess.
Okay.
Send me the cleaning bill.
Story of your life.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about you as a muso and as a tech guy a little bit later in the podcast. But first up, we love to do the McGrath Minute, and the McGrath Minute starts with this: coffee or wine?
Porque les dos. You know what? I think maybe both. If you ask me that question in the morning, it's going to be coffee. Most mornings you'll see me at Nimrod's Cafe. Full and frank disclosure, he's my brother-in-law.
He does make a great coffee.
He makes great coffee.
Shout out to Nimrod.
He's great personality. Shout out to Nimrod. You should have him on the show, Kyle.
He could be a Season 2 guy.
He'd be very interested. And I think any time after 6 p.m. it's wine.
Very good. Yeah. You've nailed both of those things that are quintessential to Orange.
Yeah.
How about, you're not allowed to say Nimrod now because you've already plugged him, but what about your favourite eatery at the moment? And there are so many.
There's a lot to choose from. I think Selena and I, we love going to Hey Rosie. Those guys, they're fantastic, really just funky experience. Hatted, I think, recently as well.
So good to have another hat in Orange.
It is. It's awesome. There are so many places. I'd also give an honourable mention to the Bing Street restaurant. Jeremy's team do a great job. Food is outstanding and the price is great. So not the cafe, it's at night. It's actually a restaurant. Beautiful.
Yeah, the Bing Street Nights.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. And Jeremy's opening Monty's here in the Quest building very shortly.
He's unstoppable. He's just opened up a cafe in Goulburn, is it? Maggie's?
Yeah, and he does great food and great coffee. We love him. How about your favourite thing to do as a local, Will? So much touristy stuff to do here, but when you and Selena or just you are on a weekend with a few hours to yourself, what's the Orange thing that you love to do?
If it's just me, it's being on a bike, whether it's a motorbike or a mountain bike. I'm out there in the wilderness, charging through the forest, and we've got some great tracks in Orange. And also, I've built my own little track out at Mullion Creek over the last 10 years, and that's what I love doing. Definitely getting a bit of physical exercise and getting into nature.
Good spot for both motorbikes and your mountain biking and your road bikes in Orange. What about? I reckon you'd be a reader, Will. What are you reading at the moment?
I used to be a great reader. I used to eat books. I think my concentration span has been affected by my job, and so I'm on Audible all the time, and this is an argument I have with Selena all the time. Is like I'll say that I've read a book, and she'll say he hasn't read it.
He's listened
to it on Audible. So I don't know what you think about that.
Look, you're a tech guy. I mean, that's the modern day way to digest the information from a
it's in there.
book,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
no shame in that.
So the latest book, I'm going to say it's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tollhurst.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. And aside from that, if I look at my Audible library, it's Terry Pratchett and Discworld, that sort of thing. It's a bit of escapism, Kyle.
Have you got a local hero, Will?
Well, aside from you, Kyle, I can't say you, can I? That's a bit.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Right. There are so many local heroes. I'd have to say Rocky Rochelle and Cecilia Rochelle, just a powerhouse couple, and have been in the community for decades, just mentoring and fostering local talent, musical, theatrical talent, and unsung heroes, I think, in a lot of ways, and just beautiful people. Look up to them greatly, and they've had a huge impact on my life in the creative sphere. And I think in the business sphere, my hero would be Phil Dodds. who is the founder of Focus Software in Australia.
Yep.
Such a great businessman, and I think I heard someone say about Phil, if he tossed 5 cents up into the air, like $2 would come down. So he's
Bit gifted.
He's gifted.
Yep.
He takes risks and he seems to win more than he loses.
Great answers, Will. Yeah. And look, thank you for mentioning Rock and Cecilia. They're heroes of mine as well.
Yeah,
and
right.
Had a huge impact on me and so many people in this town and the arts community.
Yeah.
Just absolute stalwarts. Yeah, great call.
Great people, yeah.
Well, getting on to you, Will Ferguson, the man that once was a boy growing up in Orange. Tell us the journey.
I still am a boy, I think.
Don't worry about the number.
Orange's oldest teenager, I thought you called me one day.
I did.
You did?
I reckon it fits beautifully.
Yeah.
And wear it with pride.
I do.
So you tell us about your journey growing up and going away, coming back, raising the kids, and where you're at now. Give us the elevator pitch.
Okay, so you grew up in Orange, moved to Sydney, went to university, worked for Warner Music for a few years, came back to Orange, opened up a restaurant, a cafe.
Did you?
I took over a cafe. Yeah, it was one of the. We have to talk about this, about the cafe.
I didn't know that about you. So
you didn't know that? Yeah,
we've only merged in musical circles.
Yeah, so I've done a bit of. It's a great way to make a small fortune.
Out of a big fortune?
Out of a big fortune.
I agree.
In
I
hospitality.
once briefly owned a restaurant, and it was the funnest way to tear up money I've ever known.
Great fun if you like tearing up money. So you had a cafe in Orange, and we did have, I think, one of the first cappuccino machines in Orange. That was when you could count the number of cafes on one hand and the number of cappuccino machines on 2 or 3 fingers.
We've awarded that on to Fem and Courtney Hawke for the first one. You reckon you're in the first handful?
I'd challenge that. I'd like to take Fem on that. I think
controversy on the podcast.
There could be controversy.
It had to come.
There could be controversy. When I first came back to Orange to open up my restaurant, to take over the restaurant was the Pet Shop Cafe.
After the Pet Shop Boys?
It used to be a pet shop.
Okay,
so it wasn't after the Pet Shop.
That makes more sense.
Pet Shop. Now, so I was when we had Myers here. They had there used to be a place where you'd come in and you'd get like smorgasbord kind of food, and they had this beautiful giant cappuccino machine. It was the size of a Ford Ranger, and it was all this copper and dials and stuff. And
Love it.
I thought beauty. I'll have a coffee. I'll have a cappuccino. And so Marge has gone to make the coffee, and she's scooped 2 generous scoops of international roast into the.
Lovely.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm not counting that as actually a functioning cappuccino machine in Orange, but there wasn't many of them around, and now they're everywhere. You can't swing a cat without hitting a barista, I think, in this town.
Yes, Will, hence our first question on the podcast, coffee or wine. Most people can't function without either. The Ferguson name in Orange is absolutely synonymous with music. For me, anyway, as someone who I've been here sort of 25 years, almost ready to apply for local status. And I play with your cousin Luke. Yeah. We've done gigs together.
What a weapon.
All of your parents were beautiful singers and involved in the choral societies and things. So
it's big shoes to fill.
Being a Ferguson in Orange, you've got to be good at music. You're
expected to be just creative and to be the life of the party wherever you go. It's sometimes a bit demanding to try and live up to that reputation.
Luckily, you're awesome, like all the other Fergusons that take on music, and you do great gigs.
I think the work that my parents did, and aunties and uncles and Fergusons before me has done it. It's opened up some doors for me. So it's great to have not only creatively, Ferguson brothers,
Yep.
It opens doors, and it's nice to to be part of a well-respected name in Orange. Having travelled overseas where no one knows you, I can attest to that. It's quite comforting. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your time overseas, because this is after uni. You spent quite a bit of time abroad before you came back to Orange. Is that right?
I spent 4 years in the United States. I travelled from San Francisco. I was there in San Francisco for a year and a half, and then travelled around the country in a Volkswagen bus, all throughout the country, up to Chicago, across to New York, and New Orleans. Lived in New Orleans for about a year.
Yeah, now that really interests me. We've never really unpacked it, but as a musician, what a place to live. And did you get to do gigs there?
Yeah. New Orleans is a really great musical town, and I met some wonderful players. And you just stroll into any bar anywhere, and there's music everywhere, and there's lots to learn. I met Lenny Kravitz when I was in New Orleans.
So good. Did you come across Harry Connick?
Yeah. Harry Connick used to. His father, Harry Connick Senior, used to play at the club that I worked at in New Orleans,
Wow.
and every month or so, Harry Connick Jr. would come and join him on stage.
So good.
Great guys. Yeah.
Oh, they're good memories, Will.
Yeah.
So your degree at uni, was it an IT degree? Because now we find you.
Physics and chemistry.
Okay, you're a science guy.
Yeah, but Kyle, I just, when getting towards the end of it, I just had a bit of a crisis of identity, I suppose. Didn't want to be a scientist, so I didn't go on with that. But I learned a lot in uni. I learned Fortran and COBOL, computing languages, which are essential skills to have these days. Fortran and COBOL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to be across
It's on my resume, yeah.
I wish I knew what that was.
They're old computer coding languages that nobody uses anymore. But having gone through that and learning how to think logically, it was a great benefit to have. Yeah.
I'm really glad that I've found one more thing that we have in common. We both have a Bachelor of Science that we don't use in our day-to-day job.
Exactly.
Yeah, and probably spent 30 grand on.
Yours was in applied
horticulture, production horticulture.
There you go.
So, Will, after New Orleans and after living overseas, how do you fill in the gaps there to when did you come back to Orange?
Would have been around 1999. I do remember celebrating New Year 2000. So, yes, that'd be right.
And what brought you back?
My sister was getting married and I had to be there. So I jumped on a plane and came home.
And stayed for 25 years?
I had to. I couldn't go back because I didn't have a green card. So I was on the run for 4 years, Kyle. So, yeah.
I didn't see that in the Google search, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
And then you decided to raise the kids here.
I met someone that I went to school with in kindergarten, Selena.
Wow.
And we've been together ever since, it's 25 years. So my lovely partner, Selena.
Isn't that wonderful?
So we went.
Kindergarten, swinging hands.
St. Mary's. We're at St. Mary's together.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you either. And I know you and Selena quite well, so that's really beautiful.
So yeah, I met the love of my life. Had to go all the way over to America and come back to meet someone who was here the whole time. We've got 2 kids. As you said, I've just recently become a granddad. I've got another one on the way in December.
And the IT journey was part of that. So coming back to Orange, is that when you started in IT? So
I had a great opportunity to work for West Truss and created a role there as a IT administrator, developing in-house technology.
These days, we find you as the Solutions and Integrations Manager for Focus.
What a mouthful.
I know, right? And I love it. Love the reveal.
The reveal.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's right. Bit of branding.
This is an amazing business that a lot of people in town wouldn't even know that it exists, let alone what you do. It's now kind of global. But at one point in time, there was sort of 50 employees here and you were the head office for Focus. Mm-hmm. Can you fill us in a little bit about what you guys do?
Focus Software offers amazing business intelligence, financial statements, budgeting and forecasting tools for medium-sized businesses, not only in Australia but across the globe. We have divisions in the UK and in the US. I think they're popping up in Canada and in and in Norway also.
Wow. But it all started here in Australia.
It started in Australia with Phil Dodds, who I'd mentioned before, and Orange was the head office for the global operations for Focus Software. It's not these days. We've grown a little since then, but at the time, about when I started 10 years ago, Orange was the head office for finance and for development and for operations.
So you wouldn't be the only, world-class business that's living and breathing in a regional area. What is it about tech now? I mean, we know that a lot of people can work from anywhere. That's a simple one. But I mean, tech is a pretty specialist field. I mean, I imagine you guys would need to rely on internet speeds and all that connectivity stuff. So you are running world-class tech businesses here in Orange. What's the pinch point? Is it the internet speed? Is it our third world internet, or do you guys get around that?
Having the NBN in Orange is a real boon for us. Having internet speeds is kind of essential for operating a business itself, let alone a software business that's in the cloud. I work from home. I'm on NBN. It's great.
It's got to be in some ways easier for a big business to set up in a regional area, right? Because the overheads of being in a city as opposed to being in a regional area, you must be at an advantage there because you can work from home. Really, there's not a lot of client face-to-face, or is your business different?
Because our customer base is all over Australia and all over the world, there's less advantage to having actual offices. Of course, we do have offices in Melbourne and Sydney where a lot of our customers are, but most of our customers are just all over. It's very difficult to get face-to-face time. So that's done with Zoom and Teams. That's how we communicate with people. Although I love getting out and meeting customers, it's something that is not necessary. You almost don't need an office to run a software business where your product is essentially in the cloud. Focus in Orange, we don't have an office anymore. Up until a couple of months ago, we had.
Is that right?
We just don't have an office anymore.
I remember you had quite a large bullpen. Yeah.
I had a corner office with a window overlooking Cook Park.
And now you still do it, just overlooks your veggies.
Just overlooks my backyard. Yep.
Excellent. Now, when we're talking IT, information technology, from the time that you and I were in senior school back in the 1980s and you could take computers as a subject to today's absolutely phenomenally fast-paced world of change, what do IT professionals do these days that they didn't used to do, and what's changed for you?
Yeah, look, IT is a bit of a mystery. These days, IT has got specialised areas. So you've got things like some really important things like security, compliance, web developers, specialised coding skills, and of course AI, UX, user experience skills. And so, what is IT? Yeah, all those things and probably more.
Okay, Will, so AI is a thing that's in all of our lives now, and it's a beast that is morphing daily, and we look at it on a global level. But how do we use AI in Orange, and how does it pertain to Orange?
I don't know who best should answer this question, Kyle.
Today it's you.
Everyone's asking it. Today it's me. I think. Are
you gonna ask ChatGPT?
Maybe this is a good opportunity to ask, how is AI used in Orange, New South Wales? What sort of tech companies are using AI and what for?
That'll do.
Okay. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Artificial intelligence isn't just changing Silicon Valley, it's changing Orange too.
Okay.
From how our farmers monitor crops to how our local businesses manage inventory and customer service, AI is quietly becoming part of our everyday lives. Take agriculture, for example. Local producers in the Central West are using AI-powered drones and sensors to monitor soil health, predict yields and optimise irrigation. It's not just tech for tech's sake. It's helping farmers make smarter decisions and reduce waste. One of the most important things about AI is its ability to identify and respond to Pear Tree is a great company that's doing.
Hamish Monroe.
Hamish Monroe. Yeah.
Shout out to Hamish.
Yeah, shout out to Hamish.
That's a clever cloud that he's put together.
It's amazing. And Mickey Young is doing his programming,
Is he really?
Yeah, there you go. In healthcare, Orange Health Service is exploring AI-assisted diagnostics to speed up radiology reviews and improve patient outcomes. Even in retail and hospitality, businesses like Groundstone Cafe are using AI-driven tools to manage bookings, personalise customer experiences and streamline options. Focus Software has integrated AI into its business intelligence platform to make data analysis faster, easier and more intuitive.
So you're using AI in real time?
I didn't even have to prepare for this question. It's a bit like Kyle, I was saying to you earlier, we used to, when we were going somewhere on a trip, we used to have to open up a map like
the Gregory's.
The Gregory's or the UBD, but you don't these days. You jump in the car, you ask Google Maps where to go, and you're there. So that's a kind of, I think, an example of how AI can be used. You've got to check your facts as well, though. There's a caveat there. It may, it's not necessarily true. Sometimes AI hallucinates and gives you some strange answers.
The future for tech in Orange. Give it to me.
Orange is in a great position to be a hub of IT expertise, and not only that, to draw, the tree changes.
Yep.
A draw card for people to move to Orange with their families and professionals to come to Orange. So it's not just tourism, it's not just wine, it's not just food. I think IT will be a great draw card for Orange in the future. Yeah, we'll be a hub.
Bite Riot Orchards is proudly owned by the Hall family, third-generation growers here in Orange. From crisp, juicy apples to the sweetest summer cherries, Bite Riot produce isn't just enjoyed locally. It's exported across the world and featured in leading supermarkets like Harris Farm Markets. It's more than just fruit, it's family innovation and a commitment to showcasing the best growers from the Orange region. Bite Riot, proudly grown in Orange, shared with the world.
Always so much going on in Orange, Will. This week, today particularly, how's this? Orange X Services Club are hosting pop-up cardiovascular screening. You can book a walk-in screening. Hopefully you can book it today. That's something that probably men of a certain age should be doing. Do you get your heart checked?
I think I should after this interview.
Head on down.
I'm heading down there straight after this.
Ever had any heart flutters? All good?
No, mate. No, all good.
Me either. Touch wood. Here's a really cool one, Will. Saturday, Huntley Berry Farm are having their season opening. And have you ever been out to the berry farm with the kids?
It's been a while. A few years ago.
Yep.
I did it. What have they got on this weekend, Kyle?
It's their season opener. I
Fantastic.
guess it's a bit of an open day, but I guess it's when all the berries are coming on. It is one of the best things to do in Orange as a family, I reckon.
We love
the Huntley Berry
going
Farm
there with the kids. Yeah, do it.
Feeding the alpacas, the birds. It's a menagerie out there. They do such a great job. Pick your own berries. It's definitely something to do this Saturday. So, Will, Woodward Street Butchery are moving on Saturday to Mulder Street. I would imagine they're moving into Michael Borg's old building. Sausage sizzle and grand opening at 10:30. So that's an alternative to your Bunnings sausage sizzle.
You had me at sausage sizzle.
Love it. And on Sunday, Will, the Cage Kitchen.
Yeah.
They are doing Malaysian egg noodles out at Small Acres Cider on Sunday. Quintessential Orange right there on Sunday.
Get on it.
Will, it's been so good to have you on the podcast. Such a good insight into where we're heading with tech in Orange, finding out a little bit about your life, and it's been really good to have you, mate.
The future's bright, Kyle.
How bright, Will?
I have to wear shades.
No way. Now you're showing your age. Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure. As I said, send me the cleaning bill.
So for all of you community groups, schools, businesses, and any other organisation that thinks it has a piece of newsworthy news for the Orange Juice, send us an email, news@theorangejuice.com.au. Cheers.